Hey guys, Ivan here with IHC Suspension. Alright guys, so we're super excited. We know we've been slacking here the past actually the whole year, making some videos, and we're going to start doing this thing once a week. We're going to call it a Feature Friday, which means we're going to be introducing a product that we offer, and we're going to go into depth so you guys understand exactly what these parts do. Today guys, we're going to start with the very hot seller. What I got here in front of me, these are going to be your camber correction upper control arms for your 2015 to present Ford F-150s. These work on single cab, crew cabs, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and these are for your lowered applications. So pretty much any customer that's lowered more than 2 inches up in the front and they're having alignment issues, or if you go over to your alignment shop and they're telling you, hey guys, we got a slot lower control arms, or anything to do with alignment that has to do with negative camber, this is going to be your fix right here. Hey guys, so what I got here in front of me, these are going to be our camber correction upper control arms. And pretty much the reason these control arms are so popular, guys, is because we have threaded ends. What do I mean by that? That means the end has a rod end which unscrews and either makes your control arm longer or shorter depending on your drop amount. Now these control arms, guys, if we thread it all the way in, this is the same length as OEM. So if you were, I don't know, let's give an example. If you had a 3-inch drop in the front and you're cambered -2 degrees, if you bolt up this control arm exactly like this, well, you just pretty much bolted up an aftermarket control arm the same length as your stock. What you guys need to do is unthread it to make sure, depending on your drop amount, is how much you're going to unthread it. Typically, guys, a lot of the lowering components that are out there on the market are anything 2, 3, or 4 inch. So it's anywhere, rule of thumb is for like a 2-inch drop, you're going to unthread about 1/4 inch. For a 3-inch drop, you're going to unthread about 3/8 of an inch. And for a 4-inch drop, you'll unthread about 1/2 an inch. If you guys are lowered more than that, then that falls into the custom work side. And if you go over to an alignment shop, they'll pretty much know how much more they got to make it longer. But going back to the control arm, guys, so fully adjustable both sides. And whenever you install these, of course, you want to make sure you get both of them the same length. Now, we are running Delrin bushings on these guys, which is very minimal maintenance. Little to almost no grease is required, which is going to help you out with the noises. Make sure there's no clicking, clacking. We've seen a lot of guys use Heim joints on the end, which is okay, but for a daily driver application, guys, that's going to cause noises eventually through the long run. And if you live up north where you got a lot of snow, a lot of salt, it ends up adding to the problem a little bit more, and those noises start coming much faster. But with these controls, you don't have to worry about that. They'll run. We do have our 90-degree Zerk fitting, so you guys can lube them up. Very easy maintenance. All you got to do is literally just remove your front wheel and put your grease gun and grease it up. Now the ball joint, it is a ball joint that has a dust boot, so it is protected from the elements. We've seen some competitors use like a uniball style thing, and which doesn't work that good. Again, if you got snow, salt, all that stuff gets in there, you start getting all kinds of noises. Now, other than this control arm, guys, being fully functional, it is also very eye appealing. As y'all can see, we have a nice billet cap here, which has our IHC logo engraved into it. And this cap is removable so you guys can service your ball joint. Let me go ahead and pop that off real quick. So if you guys have a screwdriver here, I'm just using a panel popper. Just go ahead and stick this underneath. You can work around it. And the best part about this, guys, is that you can fully service this ball joint on the vehicle. You don't have to disassemble anything. So I just remove the cap, and there you got your Zerk fitting for your ball joint to make sure you're greasing it up. We recommend about once, twice a year, guys, depending on your driving. And to put it back on, guys, we have an O-ring to keep elements out of getting in here, which is going to clog up the Zerk fitting. And, of course, line up your IHC logo. And then if you got, there you go. I popped it in with my hand, nice and lubed up. If not, with the rubber mallet, you can pop it in. So going back to these control arms, guys, they look amazing. They work amazing. Very hot seller. We sell it a lot for our performance kit, and then we do sell it a lot for anybody running any aftermarket non-IHC lowering kit, which are having alignment issues. This is the go-to part to correct their camber. One thing I am forgetting to mention, guys, is the ball joint angle. We also take in consideration the ball joint angle, so as your vehicle lowers, your ball joint angle ends up pivoting more than it's supposed to. Our ball joint cup is designed to make sure that ball joint angle is nice and straight. So we actually got some trucks here behind us, guys. all three of these trucks are running these control arms. As a matter of fact, all three of these are running that performance kit that we offer, which runs a real nice billet coilover. But let's go on this way. I'll show you guys firsthand so you guys have a better idea of exactly how these parts look. What we got here on the alignment rack, guys, this is a brand spanking new 2021 Ford F-150 FX4 with the 5.0, and we just equipped it with our full IHC performance kit. Up in the front, we did our coilover, and we're running those camber correction upper control arms. As you guys can see them here, this is our camber correction upper control arms. This vehicle right here is lowered right at 3.5 inches, and the upper control arm, we unthreaded it about 1/2 inch to make sure we get our proper alignment. So say you bolt this up and you get your truck aligned. Your alignment guy says, hey, you know what, you're pushing too much positive camber, or vice versa, you're pushing too much negative camber. You do not need to purchase a whole new other part, guys. These control arms here, all you have to do is literally pop them off, thread it in whatever direction you may need, put them back on, and realign your truck. That's all you need to do, which is awesome, because you don't have to, for some of you guys that haven't dealt with this, or some of your shops that are looking at this, if you got to go in there and disassemble your whole suspension to pop off your lower control arm and start cutting your frame, which is slotting your holes, that's a lot of work. It's not really recommended. If you don't slot it correctly, your lower control arm is going to move on you, which means your alignment's going to move, which means your steering wheel is going to move, and you can go into some pretty bad headaches. So going back to the adjustable upper control arm, guys, none of that would be the case. Pop it on, adjust in whatever direction you may need. This truck here is pretty much ready to go. The guys here at J&J just got it aligned, and all we got to do is just pop the wheel on. I'll show you guys the alignment sheet once it's done, and then this customer is ready to go. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Like I said, we're going to be bringing you guys some new content every week. This is going to be part of our Feature Friday, showing you guys our product in depth to make sure you guys understand. Now, if you guys have any questions on this stuff, we're always here to help you guys out. We have our sales team here. We got Johnny at IHC Suspension. We got Victor at IHC Suspension. You guys can find them on our social media platform. They may answer any questions you guys have. And then we also have our tech at ihcsuspension.com, which is an email. If you guys have any questions, shoot over the email. We're here to help you guys out. Thank you for watching, guys. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe to our channel.